and click on my TikTok and can you hear me on TikTok? Oh yay, I can see myself on Instagram. Can you hear me on TikTok, Sienna? Okay, go to Instagram and see if you can hear me on Instagram. Hey guys, welcome in the room. Instagram is a little delayed. Let's see. Let me know if you can hear me on Instagram. Yay, can you hear me on YouTube? Yeah, go to YouTube now. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. We're doing a working Q&A. So if you have any questions about day trading, you're looking to get your credit enhanced, or you're looking for funding for your day trading account or business, go ahead and ask away. Ask away. I'm trying to make sure that everything else is set up so I'm live on YouTube, Instagram, and then TikTok. You're over here because for some reason TikTok doesn't want to cooperate with Streamlabs. So I'm not going to be looking at y'all all the time, but I'll be going back and forth. What about YouTube, Sienna? I want to make sure I can hear myself. Will I do chart KSS calls? I'm not sure what you mean. KSS calls, I have calls for them. I don't trade options. I trade Forex in the futures market because Forex and futures are similar. Just different lingo, same charts. Options have different lingo. I don't know anything about options lingo. A chart is a chart though. Sienna, can you hear me on YouTube? Sienna? Can you hear me on YouTube? Can you go back to Instagram and type in a comment so I can figure out where Instagram comments pop up? You don't see me on Instagram anymore? Oh, okay, I got it. Now what about it? Huh? Okay. So I do this. Put these two over here. And then this here. Hey! Can you hear me on Instagram? welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So today we're going to be talking about how day trading and our credit tie in together, okay? So if you're looking for funding for your day trading account, go ahead and click the link in my bio, book a strategy call, and let's see what we can do about getting you some capital, okay? So more capital, more profits. If you're looking at my screen on TikTok, this is an account flip, $400 to $3,000. I did a $3,000 withdrawal on that day. If you're new to day trading, I have a community and also a mentorship program, and of course just click the link in the bio. Starting next week, we will be doing a $100 account flip, okay? So if you want to join the account flip challenge, click the link in my bio, join my community. It's only $47 a month. You'll make that $47 back within the same week, okay? We're going to flip that $100 to, we're going to say $3,000. But it's going to be beyond as long as you don't withdraw, okay? We're going to start letting our money work for us so we can stop working for money, okay? All right, so hey, Wealth Bestie, if you're new to the room, my name is Sierra, and I am the CEO of Wealth Empress, where we turn your financial frustration into financial freedom. I help ambitious go-getters fix their credit, get the funding that they deserve, and level up through day trading with strategy and support, okay? So I have the strategy, I have the support, and I can lead you to the funding. I've been working with multimillionaires in the credit and funding space. I'm currently working on my credit, so this is why I don't have my capital yet. But if you are capital and funding ready, then go ahead and click the link in my bio and let's get you funded. And then join the community and let's flip that funded money, okay? More capital, more profits is the motto. All right. So whether you're trying to build your business or secure the bag with funding, learn how to day trade, we have everything that you need right here in this community. Everything that you need. So let me know what you're looking for. What are you looking for on today? So right now I specialize in small account flips. We can turn that $100 into $1,000 within a month. I know I can do it in a week because I've done it in a week, but I'm not going to overpromise because there's good days and there's bad days. So that $100 to $1,000 in a month. You want to flip your money? Click the link in my bio and join the Wealth Empress Inner Circle community. It's only $47 a month. You'll make that $47 back within a week or two. No biggie. No biggie. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type your questions in the comments and let's get into some Q&A. If y'all don't have any questions, I'm going to keep working. I also have an ebook available. The ebook is the quickest way to get to my strategy. The mentorship program will be a 60-day mentorship program. We'll do weekly calls. I'll record those calls, and you'll also have access to the course. So during the days that we're not on a call together, you're still going to be learning. Okay? Then with the mentorship, you'll also have access to the community. So having access to the community, you'll be earning while you're learning, okay? So who doesn't like to earn? Baby, we all need this extra money, okay? And right now, with 45 in office, y'all know what I'm talking about. With 45 in office, right now is the time to get into these markets. The volatility, I love volatility. You'll hear some traders talk about, oh, I don't trade during news, this, and that. Baby, I specialize in trading news. Give me some news. Give me some news. I need 1,000 points in a day. But even on the days that we don't have news, we're going to be guaranteed 100 points on Nas in a day, or US 30 in a day. I trade the foreign exchange market, futures market, and every now and then I'll look to see what's going on in the crypto market. More so the crypto market, I just buy and hold. I don't really day trade it, but I can't day trade it. Once you learn these charts, you can trade anything, okay? Once you learn how to read the charts, you can trade in any market. You can trade the crypto market, you can trade options market, you can trade futures market, you can trade your stocks, which is stock options, and then you can also have the best entries for your buy and hold positions. Okay? The name of the game is growing your money. With day trading, you're going to grow your money. I've grown 100% in a day. You can't get that anywhere else. In a bank holding your money in a savings account, in a high yield interest savings account, I don't care what account it is. They're only going to give you 1, 2, 3%, maybe 5%. All the while, they're only giving you 5% off of what they made in the back end trading your money. Yeah, banks trade. Banks trade. You didn't know that, did you? So let's stop putting our money in savings accounts. Let's stop spending all of our money on food. We all love to eat. We all love to eat. But buy some food after. Let's make sure this is on. Buy some food after you've made some money. Okay? Invest your $100. Flip that 100 to 5. Take your investment out, which was the original $100. Then take that $100, buy you some food, and then feel good about the fact that you made $400. $400 from your phone, $400 from your computer, without having to do any extra hard labor. And then you won't even have to do any extra hard labor because I'm the one reading the charts. Just follow the signals. And then we're going to go beyond you following signals to where you become the strategist, to where you can see and look at any chart, I don't care what chart it is, any chart. And then you'll be able to make your own money and you won't have to rely on my signals. I'm going to be taking water breaks. So are you new to day trading? Let me know. Who in here is new to day trading? Who's new to day trading? Who's new to the funding space? And who needs credit repair so that we can get you funded? Because imagine, this you see this background on TikTok? This was a $400 balance. Imagine if the balance was $10,000, how much I could have made that day. And this was one trade. And it was a news trade. I specialize in news, y'all. I love news. I love news. That volatility is unmatched. Trump coming and say something random, unmatched. Unmatched. The market is spiking. Hey YouTube, hey DJ, how you doing today? DJ, are you on Instagram and YouTube? How do you get funded? Alright, so since you're my cousin, you're gonna get the family rate. So I'm gonna text you later, okay? So that we can talk about getting you funded. But see, the thing about you getting funded is you need to make sure you're following signals so that you don't just blow all of that money. Because when you get funded, this is money that you're going to have to give back, pay back, okay? It's called borrow and build. Borrow and build, okay? We're going to take the bank's money, we're going to flip the bank's money, and then we're going to give the bank their money back. Right? This only works if A, you know how to day trade, or B, you follow someone that knows how to day trade, okay? So right here in this community, you're going to get both. You're going to learn how to day trade, and then you're going to follow me who already knows how to flip the money, okay? So it's called build and borrow. Borrow and build. Okay, more capital, more profits. Hey, Coach JV. Hey, Anaya. Hey, Donnie. Thank y'all for joining the live. I'm trying to read y'all names as y'all come in, so forgive me if I don't give you a shout out and I skipped you. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Fisher of Men. All right, Fisher of Men. You gonna be at church on Easter Sunday? Go on and fish for these men, baby. Bring them on into the Lord's house. Because for one thing, without God, we have nothing, okay? Without God, I asked him for the wisdom, right? And then I wouldn't have the wisdom to have this skill. Top strategies. I am an ICT trader. I'm an ICT CRT trader, okay? So I put all of those strategies, plus I learned how to read news. I've been mentored by some of the top in the day trading space. Jessica Lane, ICT, Romeo, and Tracy. And I've combined all of their strategies and added a few things that I've learned here and there because, like I said, I love news. Not a lot of people can tell you how to read the news and trade the news. Okay, so I am fundamentals and technical trader. Okay, I think without fundamentals, the technicals don't align, right? They work together. Mr. Kevin, so that's my strategy. Are you interested in learning how to day trade? Have you already dipped your foot in the water? Are you in the market already? What's going on? Are you not profitable? The things that you're learning, are they not adding up? And this is something else that I want to say. Y'all, don't be fooled. There's so many people here you're using Demos ATM. Okay, this is a live account. If I could figure out how to change my background, I'll show you my my payouts. But go ahead and go over to my page and you can see my withdrawals. Baby, we're withdrawing $400. It was a $400 deposit. I withdraw $3,000. I do this on a weekly basis. Weekly basis, okay? Because all you need to know, you just need one move, right? Now, I search all of the market and I look for that one move. And then when I have that one move, I stack my entries. Okay? But back to what I was saying. Don't be fooled, you guys, getting on these apps and people saying, oh, just YouTube it, YouTube it, YouTube it. No, invest in a mentor because you cannot YouTube what you don't know. You can type in day trading all day long. You can type in day trading strategies all day long, and you're going to get a million videos of day trading strategies. I'm going to tell you this right now. Support and resistance is trash. Support and resistance is trash. Support and resistance is liquidity. And you keep wondering why your trade is getting stopped out because your liquidity. The market is hunting your stop loss. Your stop loss is my entry. Okay? Don't do it. Don't be fooled. Why they saying just go to YouTube and just search and then ask ChatGPT. How are you going to ask ChatGPT something that you don't know? Answer that for me. You can't ask a question that you don't know. You can't. Stop letting these people fool you. You can show ChatGPT a chart all day long, but if ChatGPT reads to you what the chart is saying, how can you interpret it? You can't. You can't interpret what you don't know. You can't ask what you don't know. Learning something on your own is difficult. I tried it, and then I had to invest in myself because I was like, no, I got tired of losing money in the market. Nope. I see so many people profiting in the market. And I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, God, I can do it. God said in the Bible that he is no respecter of person. If he does something for one, he will do it for you too. So I was like, Lord, I need to figure this out. I need a mentor. I've spent over $10,000 in mentorship programs. I have bought program after program after program. Now I am combining all of my knowledge so that you don't have to invest that much into yourself. Now, is this program an investment? Yes, it is. You're still going to get more because I had to invest in multiple programs to be able to put everything together. Because everybody don't teach you about the news. Everybody don't teach you about technicals. Everybody don't teach you about fair value gaps. Everybody don't teach you about trend lines. Everybody don't teach you about break and retest. They don't teach it, plus more. I have over 35 modules plus risk management guides, lot size guides. Because yes, they can teach you how to read the charts, and then when you get onto this MetaTrader app, then it's like, okay, now what do I do? What lot size do I need to put in? What contract size do I need to put in so that I can make sure I'm not blowing my account? How do I do the math to make sure that if this trade does lose, because yes, not every trade wins, how do I do the math that if this trade does lose, that I make sure I'm not blowing my whole account? They don't teach you that. Nobody's teaching you that. Now that's one thing I can say that's not in anybody else's course that is in my course. How to not blow your account and how to stack your entries so that you can make more money. Because even if you're trading with a 0.01 lot size, which is 10 cents, on a $100 account, you can take that $100 to $100 within 2 to 3 days off of just stacking your entries right. So if you want to join the $100 challenge, we're going to start it next week. Click the link in my bio, join the Wealth Empress Inner Circle. It's only $47. You'll make that $47 10 times over. And we're going to flip this money. And also, while we're doing the $100 challenge, we're going to work on our credit. I'm working on mine, which is why I'm still flipping small accounts, but I have worked with millionaire funding coaches so that we can get funded. I'm bringing funding to the day trading space in a different way. I'm tired of prop firms. I know y'all are too. I'm tired of them. There's no reason as to why I can turn $400 to $3,000, but then these prop firms want me to pay $500, $1,000 for a so-called 150K account. That's another thing they're not talking about. A so-called 150K account, it really isn't $150,000 because you can only do like 10%. So then technically now it's truly on a $10,000 account. And then with all of the other rules, it's really only $5,000. And some of them are so bad, if you really do the math, the account is only $1,000. So you paid $1,000 for this account and you're technically only trading a $1,000 account. Well, you could have took that $1,000 and put that $1,000 into your live. They don't want you to know this stuff though. They don't want you to know it. Prop firms are a scam. We're tired of prop firms. Let's get the bank's money. Let's flip the bank's money and let's grow our account. And not only that, with the bank's money, the bank's going to start giving you rewards. They're going to start giving you hotel points. They're going to start giving you travel points. You can't get none of that with prop firms. I had a prop firm account. I paid $1,000 for it. It was a 150K account, right? I had to profit $9,000. And even on the $9,000 profit, I can only withdraw $2,500. You telling me I just made $9,000 and I can only take out $2,500? Scam. I paid $1,000 for that account. Now on my live account, I can put in $300, $400 and withdraw $3,000 within a week or two. Find a better firm. Baby, tell me a better firm because, baby, I can sit here and tell you every lie about that firm. Apex, Top Step, The Funded Trader. We can get into it. We can get into it. Come to Top Step? All right. Let me pull up Top Step. I had Top Step and was paid out by Top Step. Top Step gives you daily payouts. But yet again, on Top Step, and let's go over it. I'm finna pull it up for you. The percentage on the drawdown, trash. Hold on, let me go to their website and I'm gonna break it down. Cause y'all think y'all getting a deal. It's psychological just looking at the numbers. But why would I want to pay them when I can just put money into my live and then get my money the same day? Learn to manage risk, baby. I know how to manage risk. I make money every day. Let me pull up Top Step. I'm wild. No, I'm just answering your questions. Not wild at all. Just trying to let you know so that you can be more informed on your trading decisions. Then Top Step trying to push you onto their platform. I don't want to trade nobody's platform but TradingView or MetaTrader. I don't want to get on Top Step of, what is this? They combine it. Their platform is ugly. All right, so Top Step on a $50,000 account. Is this $50,000? Hold on, let me make sure I'm reading this right. All right, so Top Step on a $50,000 account, they want you to reach and maintain $3,000 before you can, but it's clear you aren't trading like a pro. Baby, you can move around. You could be max funded 150K, but guess what? I'm still pulling out money out the market. Baby, I'm taking $400 to $3,000 weekly, and I can pull that money out whenever I want. Okay? So, $50,000, they said reach and maintain $3,000. Why do I have to reach $3,000 before I can take out profits? Best day cannot be greater than 50%. What? I can do 100% because I do it. Because I do it. I can take $100 to $100. I can take $3,000 to $3,000. That's 100%. How you gonna tell me I can't trade over 50%? That's trash. Even after the test, you still have to follow the same rules. It's trash. To limit you. So let's get the bank's money and let's stop giving these prop firms our money. I've been funded 3 times over. 3 times over. I'm just tired of it. I want my money today. When I make my money, I want to withdraw my money. Because I can do that on my MetaTrader. I can do that on my TradeAvate account. I don't want to have to submit for them to go over their so-called rules. Their so-called rules so that I can get a withdrawal. What? No, you don't. I made 12 Thursday. Great. I'm glad you made 12. And I'll be there real soon. Fixing my credit so that I can get this funded, baby. And I'll be past 12. Okay? Hey, Tay, thank you for joining the live. So back to it. If you are looking to learn how to scale in the market and use a live account and get off of these trash prop firm accounts, baby, I can knock whatever I want. You can exit the live. That's what you can do. Stop being stubborn and hard-headed. You funny. You are funny. I love a troll. I love a troll. How about, can I look at this page while I'm live? Stop being stubborn and hard-headed. That's funny. Let me see you trade an actual live account. Let me see your withdrawals. Go ahead and send them to the DMs. I'm blessed and you are too, whoever you are, primal mover. You have a wonderful day. So yet again, I'm going to stay trashing a prop firm account. Stay trashing it. I don't care who it is, and I don't care who they paying. I don't care. Because I want my money today. I don't want them to look at my account to make sure that I follow the so-called rule. Y'all can go to YouTube all you want. There's so many people. Yes, some are getting paid, and then there's so many people they're submitting for their payouts. And who is it? Apex for one. They're like, oh, you got to take a picture of you doing the trade with the mouse and the screen in front of you. And what? That's crazy. What do you need your credit score to be to get money from the banks? All right, so that question is for a credit strategy call. Click the link in my bio and we can get you on, and let's look over your data points and let's see. I have access to private lenders, so we just got to get you with the right lender. We just got to get you with the right lender. Back to the funding program. So I spend my money, invest my money so that I can bring this to the day trading space, right? So I know so many people are tired of prop firms. We're over and done with the prop firms. And then that's another thing with prop firms. You can have one bad day. Yes, maybe your risk management was bad, but you can have one bad day and now that money that you invested in that prop firm is gone. But yet again, you have one bad day on your live account and you still have a healthy balance left to recover. Okay? So another benefit of a live account versus a prop firm account. But I spent my hard-earned money to get next to millionaires in the funding space. Mr. Phenomenal Power, Mr. Darius Benders, Miss Princess Dior, plenty more. Go check out my page. I have learned from the best on how to gain capital. I've learned from the best on how to get access to these lenders. These are private lenders that I can get you approved just off the strength of them. Just off the strength of them, and then making sure that you have the right data points, because you still want to look good to the lenders, okay? You have to be lendable. You know, you got that cousin that keep asking to borrow $100, but they never give you your $100 back. When they ain't going for none of that. None of that. No, you can't come on my live. No, thank you. Hey, Reese, how you doing? Hey, Samir. Hey, Mocha. How y'all doing over on IG? Hey, YouTube. I don't see y'all asking any questions. Y'all got some questions in the chat? DJ, I already answered your question. We're going to have a private conversation. No, thank you. I'll grow my audience organically. All right, so I just came on here to talk and chat with y'all. I'm doing something, one of the hardest things. My website, I already built my website. My website is built out. But automating these emails, this has been difficult. And it's literally just copy and paste. But because I want everything to be pretty, and it has to be graphic wise and all that stuff, it is taking me some time. I'm on day 3, but it's going to be done today. I'm going to finish. Hey YouTube, hey Gabriel. Mr. Kevin, I have a free ebook on funding Go ahead and click the link in my bio and grab that free ebook. Hey Bonds, how you doing? So anybody on here a new day trader and the market keeps clapping y'all up? Like, how did y'all do this week? Today is Good Friday, so I didn't trade today, and we'll see what the market looks like on Monday. But it's the day after Easter, and I think that U.S. banks recognize the day after Easter as a holiday. I'm not sure. Let's see. Because I think that, because looking at Forex Factory, it didn't say that USD was a bank holiday today, which I'm pretty sure Good Friday in the U.S. is a bank holiday. No. Let's see. What's on Monday? So NZD and AUD also has a bank holiday on Monday. I'm sorry, Sunday. And then Monday, GBP, CHF, Euro, all of that. So yeah, I won't be doing anything in the market on Monday, New York session, but come Monday, Asia session, we'll be back on our markup. So I'll be live Monday, Asia session, so that we can do our $100 account growth challenge. So if you're new into the live, starting on Monday, we're doing a $100 growth challenge. We're going to flip that $100 for you, because not everybody has $500, $1,000, $10,000 to invest. But the good thing about the Forex space, you don't have to have that much capital. $100 and take you a long way. Okay. So go ahead and click the link in my bio. It is $47 to join the Wealth Empress Inner Circle, but you'll get that $47 back 10 times over. My broker, I use CoinEx. In my Inner Circle, I do have a link for my CoinEx. I'll have to put it on TikTok. I love CoinEx just because I like to get my money fast. I make my money, go ahead and send me my withdrawal. Literally an hour or two, I have my money. I used to do KOT before MetaTrader dropped a lot of these brokers, and then a lot of them went to their own brokers. I'm not a fan of their new platform. I can't think of what it's called right now. That's how much I don't like it. I'm not a fan of their new platform, but KOT is giving my money fast too, so that's why I used to love KOT. And then I love MetaTrader. I love MetaTrader, I love Tradeovate, and then I love TradeView to do my charting. MetaTrader is nothing like MetaTrader 5. It takes away a lot of that off the dome, like calculating. You literally just like, okay, stop loss. You move the line, it's going to tell you how much you'll lose. You move your TP line, it's going to tell you how much you make. It takes a lot of that risk management guessing off of the table. You don't have to remember a lot of that stuff. It does it for you. Okay, great, James. So which broker do you use? You got KOT, now been smooth, but you're right. Yeah, at the beginning, I was like, they was glitching and everything. I was like, heck no. What is it, is it Trade Locker? I think it's Trade Locker. Nah, I was like, wait a minute. They literally just freeze. They would freeze. KOT would freeze. Sway would freeze. I tried all of them when they all switched, and I was like, and then I was praying one day, and I was like, Lord, I got to get back on MetaTrader. I love MetaTrader. And God brought it back to my remembrance that CoinEx, right? And I went and checked out CoinEx. CoinEx still taking US-based traders. I was like, bet. Had to get back on with CoinEx. Yeah, KOT. Okay. Yeah, that Trade Locker, it was short-lived for me. And then it's just something about a MetaTrader chart. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just nostalgia, not wanting to conform to the news sometimes. That's all it could be. But, like, I like Tradeovate, too. I use Tradeovate on the future side because I trade Forex and futures. I love Tradeovate. Someone recently found a regulated broker that has MT5. I'm going to check them out because CoinEx isn't regulated, but I've been with CoinEx for years so I haven't had any issues. Hey Kaya, hey Essence, thanks for joining. Do you guys trade? Are you interested in day trading? Are you interested in funding? Are you interested in getting your credit enhanced so that you can flip it in these markets? Because let me tell you, with the person that we have in the office for the next 4 years, he makes the markets move. And one thing I love, I don't know about you, I love a volatile market. I trade the news because I love a volatile market. A lot of traders are going to tell you to stay away from the news. I will show you how to read the news so that you can get the best entries and make this money. Okay, I love the news. The news, when I first started trading, see, when I feel defeated by something, I have to conquer it. I have to. Everybody's like, no, don't trade the news. You're just gambling. Nah, 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 nah. No, boo. That's why they have the news. It's called fundamentals. Y'all don't want to trade the news because you don't want to read. You don't want to read. What they say, if you're trying to keep something from somebody, put it in a book. Put it in a book. That's why a lot of people poor and broke now, because they don't want to read. They don't want to learn. They don't want to expand their minds. Okay? So when it came to news, I was like, no, there has to be a way. There has to be a way. And I found a mentor that specializes in fundamentals. So I have like a mentor for everything. Let me tell you something. The fastest way to shorten your learning curve is to pay somebody else to teach you that already learned it. Okay? If you don't have a mentor, you're doing life wrong. You're doing life wrong, whether it's a business mentor, whether it's a health coach, whether it's your trading mentor, whether you got somebody showing you these credit hacks, because baby, there is hacks in this credit industry. They're not just telling you fluff. I learned those hacks. They're not just telling you fluff. Whether you have a mentor to learn how to do hair and nails, do you know how hard it is for black women to grow their hair? Learn somebody else. Go and learn from somebody else. Okay? While you over here trying to do your hair on your own, go and learn from somebody else. This is why YouTube has become one of the number one rated platforms, because people are now wanting to learn. Now I understand that free learning, but they're not going to tell you everything on those free platforms, because they're pulling you in with the free stuff. The real meat is in those paid programs. Stop being cheap and invest in yourself. Okay? If you still looking at buying somebody's course as spending and wasting money, you need to change your mindset. It is an investment into your life. It is investment for you to get to the next level in life. And if you could have done it on your own, you would already be there. Are you there? Ask yourself that. Are you where you want to be? Are you on track to where you want to go? I've been day trading for 4 years. 4 years. And my learning curve has shortened because I invested into traders. Because I invested into mentors. My 4 years could be 1 to 2 years for you. Maybe 3 months. It just depends on if you're greedy or not, right? It took me a little while because I was greedy. Yep. I can admit that. Because you see everybody making $10,000, $50,000, you know, and I'd be up $100 on a $50 account and be like, no, I need $1,000. That was greed. $100 on a $50 account, that's 150% gain. You can't do that nowhere else. That was greed. Instead of just taking my money and then finding another setup. Hey, Charvet, I am so glad you're in the day trading space. Listen, there needs to be more of us in this space, and you know what I'm talking about. More of us. Because, baby, they've been here. They've been here. They've been growing their money. That's why they got trust fund babies. They've been doing the investments. They just haven't been teaching us. Now we've learned, and now each one teach one. Because, baby, we don't want our kids to work hard. We want to start our businesses, and then we want to pass it down to our children. We don't put those businesses in a trust so that way they can't mess up the business. And even if it's something that they don't want to do, they can reconstruct the business and still be a business owner and have employees of their own. Okay? We no longer want to trade our time for money. We want our money to work for us, because that's what they've been doing. And they've been showing each other how to do it. It's time for us to show each other. It's time. It's time. The wealth transfer is here, and we are the chosen people. I don't care what nobody says. It's time for our reparations. Because have y'all ever looked at that list of people throughout history that have been wronged and got reparations? Black people is the only people not on that list. The people of the what was it? Which something? Let me find this list, because y'all, I didn't know that they got paid. I was like, what? The Jews, hold on. I'm trying to find this list because the list is long, but we ain't on it. The Holocaust survivors, Japanese Americans, Native Americans, the Salem witch trial hunt. It won't give me the full list because maybe I'm not typing in the right thing. But the list is long. And y'all know who ain't on it? African Americans. But I digress, because that's not what we're here to talk about today. So this is how we're going to get our get back. Get your get back in the market. While Mr. President is steady telling y'all to buy stocks now, while he doing all this tariff stuff to drop the market, come on now, the market's still dropping. It's dropping beautifully. The market follows a cycle, right? And after the holiday times, beginning of the year for the first quarter, it normally pulls back. But pulling back this far, it has not done for some years. Okay? Even if you can just take $100 and open a Webull account and invest in SPX 500. SPX 500 is the top 500 U.S. companies. It's the lowest out of the top 3. So there's US 30, which is the top 30 companies, or Dow Jones. There's NAS 100, which is the top 100 tech companies, and then there's SPX 500. SPX 500 is at like around 5,000, something like that. Dow Jones is at like 30,000. NAS is at like 20. So SPX, since it's only at 5,000, you're gonna get more value for your money. Now this is a buy and hold play, okay? This isn't gonna be quick money like in the Forex market. This is a buy and hold play, right? So if you having issues with saving, open up an account. Open up one with Webull. I don't recommend Robinhood. Any other broker but Robinhood, okay? But open up an account, and when you get paid, put $20, put $50, put $100 in there, because it's going to be hard for you to take the money out when you see that, oh, that $20 is now $10 because the market is still dropping or whatever, right? And then even when that 20 turns into 40, just hold it. At the end of the year, normally, the stock market goes up. It starts going up during the summertime because people's spending habits. People are outside more. People got to buy money for Christmas. People got to take their kids on trips because they're out of school for the summertime. So the market is on a cycle, okay? Beginning of the year, put some money in, continue to add money, and then at the end of the year, you'll have Christmas money. Take that money out. Or leave it. Leave it for 10, 20 years and watch and see what that $100 investment grows into. Okay? I, and I'm telling you what I know, not what I made up. Okay? Literally, you can type in TradingView, or you don't even have to type in TradingView. Go to Google and then type in and say, show me a chart of S&P 500. That chart started way down here, right? It went up, it pulled back, it went up, it pulled back. What you will not see is that up from the high was all the way down to the very low. It just pulled back a little bit, but it's going straight up. It's going straight up. And right now, because of our president who is in office, he loves to manipulate the market. I came into the day trading space his last like 2-3 months of when he was in the office. And learning in that environment was fun. Needless to say, because I would have big wins and I would have big losses. And then that's another thing. I was like, I have to learn this. What is going on here? But the way that he manipulates the market, and he did it the last time when we had the vid going around, and that stock came out to where they was pushing, the shots or whatever. That stock, he talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. And every day it would drop, and then the next day it would fly up, because they was making quick money in the stock market just like that. Just like that. And literally, if you have been following the day trading space, you would have noticed that the other day, after they paused the tariffs for 90 days with China, the stock market had its biggest day in years. Its biggest day. Now it's slowly reversing again, because he's doing that manipulation. But baby, real soon it's gonna turn back around. Okay? So that's what they mean when they say buy the dip. Buy the dip. Now, don't just buy a random dip. This is why learning how to read the charts come in handy. You must trade with the company. I don't trade with the company, but real soon, at the end of the year, I am working on my license so that I can have my own trading company, so that I can offer trading to friends, family, and the regular everyday person, to where I will be trading for you, because that's one thing that we really don't have in the Black community. Okay, an affordable way for people to invest and not have to learn the charts on their own. I'm putting in all the work, so I am doing all the testing and getting all my licenses, and baby, my brokerage account will be open, so stay on the lookout for that. If you're trading 5 years and I made $28K this week off, oh, you know what? I need to start back looking at German. Do you trade that during London? I love Nas though. I love Nas. You have several investors. That's awesome. So what company do you trade with? Lady, but spelled like lady. Miss Lady. Oh, that's what I'm gonna call you. Listen, day trading is the wealth hack. Why they didn't tell us about this in school? I knew nothing about day trading until I got older, and what was it called? The MLM marketing. Hey IG, hey Chime, that MLM marketing. What was it called? IML. That's when I learned about day trading, and thankfully, because I talked to my mama, I was like, Mom, I was on YouTube and this girl video came up and she wanted me to pay to do this, and she making money from her phone, and she was like, oh, your dad's line brother. My dad's a Q. Shout out to the Qs. She's like, your dad line brother was just talking to me about that. Talk to him. So thankfully, because I talked to my mom about it and I talked to him, I did not get caught up in IML, because unfortunately, I guess they weren't teaching. I don't know. But service error. Can y'all see me TikTok? What's this doing? Am I frozen? You got caught up in IML or what? I can't scroll. Can y'all still see me TikTok? Hey IG, how you doing? We just talk about day trading and how we're gonna get this money from the banks to flip it. You need some funding? You won't speak on it? A lot of people say that, but at the end of the day, we got to be grateful that they introduced us to the space, right? So thankfully I didn't fall victim. But I have fallen victim in an MLM before. It was for life insurance. So at some point in time, when you're really out here trying to be a go-getter and you're trying to level up your life, there's going to be some investments that we're going to make. And we're not going to say it was a waste of money, because at the end of the day, it pushed us out of our comfort zone to spend that money to learn something new, right? So we're top tier already. They the feds. We're top tier already, because a lot of people, they're not going to make that investment into themselves to learn something that they don't know, right? So we're not going to say it was a waste of money. It was an investment to get us to where we're supposed to be. I didn't even know IML was still around. Now I do follow. I don't know if you know Mornings with Nano. He came from the IML space, and now he's one of the top speakers in our generation. I love him. I love his morning calls. They're so motivational. I don't know how his day trading account is doing, but he's very motivational, and the way that he just speaks, it's just, oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Yeah, so if y'all don't follow him, shout out to Morning with Nano. Go ahead and follow him. It's 7 o'clock. We're going to be on here all night, y'all, because I got to finish these emails. I haven't even started. TikTok irks me sometimes. It won't even show me the little thing to complete the verification. It's saying it's going to end my live because of inactivity. And I don't even understand how it does that, because you literally see people in here talking and going in and out, and you hear me talking. The little puzzle piece isn't coming up. And I need to charge my phone. And see, if I wouldn't even have this issue if I was able to connect it to my Streamlabs. For some reason, I couldn't even connect it to my Streamlabs. TikTok just be on some stuff. Y'all think they about to shut down? Did they not get a buyer? I haven't looked into that yet. Which of these companies are around about to what? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do this. Okay, confirm my account thing. Have y'all been keeping up with that? I haven't seen a lot of people talk about the TikTok ban like they did the first time around when TikTok got banned. It was everywhere. Everybody was making posts and everybody was saying goodbye. And apparently, we're supposed to be coming up on that deadline. Let's see. We're supposed to be coming up on that deadline, and I don't see anybody talking about it, so I don't think anybody's a believer that this platform is leaving. Oh, wait, it was supposed to be April the 5th? No, TikTok is not being banned on April the 5th, but it's facing a deadline for its sale. Yeah, when is the deadline? What's happening in TikTok 2025? Okay, so it was supposed to be banned January 19th, and then it got extended to April the 5th. It's April the 16th, and we haven't heard anything else. Now one thing that I have noticed that made me think that Apple brought TikTok. I run ads, and when I run ads, you see Apple in the in the terms and conditions. So maybe Apple picked it up. They're not saying nothing. I don't know. And then I thought Truth Social was going to be more like TikTok, because that was one of the reasons as to why they was pushing it so hard, so that they could push his platform. But his platform is like Twitter. I'm only on there just to see what he talking about, so I can see how he gonna move the markets for the day. That's another tip. You ain't on Truth Social, get on Truth Social and follow that man. I don't care how much you don't like him. You gotta follow the money sometimes and not people's personalities. Hey, manifest. Oh, I like how you did that. Manifest station, because this is the manifesting station. I like that. Hey, how you doing today? Are you a day trader? Hey, Chef Chandler. Hey, Humble Tino. How you doing? Y'all like the live? Let's push this out to the For You page for me, please. I'm trying to reach some TikTok goals. I just got invited to the TikTok, creator space, and I can now start selling products. So that's cool. I wasn't even going for that as a goal, though. So I was like, okay, because I thought you had to have 10,000 followers to do that. I don't know why. Hey, YOLO, are you interested in day trading, getting some credit funding, enhancing your credit? What's up, girl? What's up? Talk to me. Blueprint girly. Okay, Blueprint. It's great to follow somebody who has the blueprint. Hey, Ghost. You don't have a name. It's just a picture of a ghost, and it just says that you joined. So what y'all up to today? It's Good Friday. Anybody going to church on Sunday? I have been doing everything not to get these emails done, but I'm finna do it. I'm finna get it done. I can do it. If you have any questions, go ahead and just ask. Just ask. I had the comment pinned up there. I don't know if y'all can still see it. Hey, John Solo, welcome to the live. John Solo, is that that's a character. Y'all about to start to see the side of my face. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I had to plug in my my phone, and I had to take the mic off, so now I'm just on the mic on my phone. So hopefully y'all can hear me. It's probably not going to be as clear as it was with the mic, but hey, Randy, how you doing? Welcome in. Are you interested in learning how to print some money in this market? Do you need help with credit repair, or are you already a day trader and in need of funding? I got you on all three, because we're not limiting ourselves over here. Hey, Abby. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, Autumn, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. What are y'all up to? How do you get funding to day trade? So, getting funding, it depends on your credit. I have access to lenders at banks. Now, my disclaimer for you getting this bank funded, because what we're going to do is we're going to borrow and build. That's the motto. But don't borrow it and blow it. If you don't know how to trade, follow somebody who does and get their signals. So I offer signals also so that you can grow that money, so that you can protect your credit report. Okay? That's what we need. So we're borrowing money from these banks. That's how we're getting that funding. And if you're not in the space to where you can borrow money, right, then let's get that credit fixed. I got that too. I'm working on mine right now. So follow me. In 2 months, baby, I'm finna coach who taught me the plays. So I'm following the plays. And I'm about to get this 100K to put up in my account. And let's make 20K every day. If I can I'm making 3,000 off of 400. Imagine what I'm gonna make off 100K. Okay? And it ain't gonna be prop firm money where I'm gonna have to wait for them to give me my money. No. I'm sticking with my broker. I'm gonna make that 20,000, and within an hour or two, I'm gonna have that money in my bank account, just like I did on this. I make that 3K a week, 3, 5 to 10K, just depending on how the week is going. Have that money deposited into my bank account within an hour or two. That's why I love real brokers. We're not about to pass no challenges. We're not about to do none of that. Because they tell you it's a 150K account, but then all those rules, by the time you get done with all those rules, it's really only 10,000. Some of them it's only 5,000, and some of them it's only 1,000. If you look at the Funded Trader, it's trash. Trash. Yes, I teach also, boom. So inside the community, we have monthly classes, signals, and then you can go to the next step and get the course, and you can start learning on your own. And with the course, you'll have the community. So then when you learn on your own, you can come back into the community, you can ask questions, and then also get onto those monthly calls and have straight access to me. And then you can even go a step further and have 60-day access with me, to me, and you'll have weekly Zooms plus monthly Zooms, and then you will have my personal number. So go ahead and give me a call. If you are confused, send me a text message, and we can go in and dive deeper on whatever you're confused about. Plus, you'll have the course along with that mentorship program. So yeah, boo, I teach. Yes, because we don't always want you to be relying on me, right, to give a signal. Baby, you got to be able to fish for yourself also. So signals are great. Signals are great while you're learning. That's what they say. Earn while you're learning. So that way when you've learned, and I'm sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm not getting up trading London. I'm not. But London is active. So if you want to get up at 3 a.m. and trade GU and catch your pips, go ahead, because you know what you're doing. Learning a skill for yourself is top tier. Investing in yourself, you automatically put yourself in the top 10% when you invest in yourself, because you're doing what the 90% won't do. They won't spend their money to learn something new, but they will spend their money to go and look flashy and then be broke. They will spend their money to go eat and then don't know how to make that money back. They're just waiting on another paycheck. I'm tired of waiting on paychecks. No, I don't have a job. The markets is my job. The markets pays me because I learned this skill that pays. Okay? And I picked day trading because I didn't want to have to deal with people. And then I watched a motivational speech with Les Brown, and he called me out. He said, "Girl, you selfish. You selfish if you learn something and you're not teaching nobody else." I was like, "Oh, Lord, help me, Jesus." I was like, okay, I won't be selfish anymore. Because I have people, I trade news, right? And a lot of traders, they're like, oh, just stay away from news. You're just gambling, this and that. No, I can trade news because I read. Literally, anything that happens in the market, the banks have already left you a footprint. Whether it's a fair value gap, whether it's an order block, whether it's a breaker block, whether it's the president saying something, whether it's an article because they did an interview on somebody else on the inside, anything that happens in the market doesn't happen without them leaving you clues. There's clues. You just got to know where to find the clues and then how to follow the clues so that you can profit off of it. So somebody tell you, oh, I don't trade this is gambling, tell them they lies. You just don't trade it because you don't know how to trade it. You don't know how to trade it. Tell them hit up Wealth Empress and I'll show them how to trade it. Because there's not a day that I don't trade unless it's a holiday. Like today, there was a bank holiday. Monday, there's a bank holiday. The banks move the markets. If they're not in trading, you don't need to be in trading. There's no volatility. There's no volatility. You can go and look at the chart and look at the daily chart and check the difference between the candlesticks of today and the candlesticks of the past days. When the bank is closed, the volatility is low. You may have had 20, maybe 30 pips, when on a regular day, you'll get 100 pips. Or you may have had 50 points on NAS, when on a regular day, you can have 500 points on NAS. NAS can get 1,000 points in a day easy, but when the banks ain't moving, and then you might just get a lot of sideways movement where it's just consolidating. So when the banks start trading, because yes, the banks are trading your money, that money that you got sitting in there for your food, they're trading it, and they ain't giving you no interest on it, unless you have a high yield savings account. And then even with that high yield savings account, you're getting 1, 2, 3, maybe 5% max, depending on how much you put in there. But yet they making 1,000% gains on your account. When I can show you how to make 100% gains, go ahead and click the link in the bio, okay? And join this community. We're starting a $100 growth challenge next week. So all you need is $100. Inside the community, I have the link to my broker. Go ahead and sign up for the broker, deposit $100, and get ready Monday evening, because Monday is a bank holiday. When Asia session opens up, then, the market will be back in flow. And we will do our markups and look for our trades for the week. So yeah, let's grow this $100. I'm going to help you grow $100 to $1,000 in a month. Don't believe me, just watch. That screenshot, that was $400 to $3,000 in a day, not in a month, in a day. I'm saying in a month because I don't want to overpromise, because we do have losses, but this is where risk management comes into play, okay? We do have losses, but our wins outweigh our losses because we manage our risk properly. We're not going in one trade and losing $100 and then another trade only making 20 back. How does that work? Like, no, that's trash. We'll lose 20 and then in the next trade make 100. We will do that. If you're in a community to where your mentor is calling signals and the stop loss is bigger than the take profit, leave that group right now. Leave it. Leave it. Why is your stop loss bigger than your take profit? Why am I going to lose more than I'm going to make? That's horrible risk management. Even if they're saying, oh, TP1 is a scalp TP. No, because if TP1 is a scalp TP, then my stop loss needs to be the same as that scalp. So if you're telling me that TP1, I'm going to make 20 pips, then my stop loss doesn't need to be more than 20 pips. And then we can scale from there. So TP1, 20 pips, TP2, 40 pips, TP3, 60 pips. Okay? But we're not going to have TP1 at 20 pips and then stop loss is 100 pips. Like, what? No. Hey, Gifts Infinity. Thanks for following me. I appreciate y'all. Go ahead and click the link in the bio and check out what you need. You need your credit fixed so we can get you some funding. I got you. Your credit already good and you're not sure? We can do a credit strategy call. It's $97. We will look over your credit report and see if you're in position for funding. If you are in position for funding, that $97 that you invested will be taken off of the funding program price, and then we'll switch you over to the funding program. If you're not in position to get funding, we'll switch you over to the credit enhancement program, and we're going to add what we need to add so that we can get you in position for funding. And then that same $97 will switch over to your investment for your credit enhancement, okay? And then if everything is good on your credit, baby, we can get you funding today, like the day you signed up, okay? And then we can get you in these markets and flip that money. It's called borrow and build, okay? But in order to borrow and build, You got to find somebody who can help you flip that money. Don't borrow these people money knowing that you don't know what you're doing and then lose it. Because now you just put yourself in a whole different situation, because now you're going to be trying to figure out how to pay them back. No, that's not it. That's not it. We're following proven strategies. I have proven strategies for the Forex market, the futures market to flip your money, and then I have proven strategies to get your credit to where it needs to be so that we can get you some funding. And the reason why I have those proven strategies is because I invested into myself to learn these strategies for myself. Unfortunately, my credit was trash. I was on the side of cash is king. So I'm repairing my credit. So keep an eye out on my account. Y'all gonna watch. These small account flips will no longer be, because baby, you gonna look at that balance and be like, dang, she got $100,000 in that account, and then we about to start getting these points on these cards. Let them pay for our flights. Let them pay for our hotel. My mentor is Mr. Phenomenal Power. Go over to Instagram. He is 3 million funded. Y'all, he got 3 million of the bank's money. And majority of those bankers, he has their numbers. And he gave me access to their numbers. He gave me access to these people. I'm like, y'all just giving me what? I can call you? I can bet. So I'm grateful. I had to invest in it. Mr. Phenomenal, Miss Princess Dior, she does the same thing that I'm doing, but she doesn't trade Forex. She flips her money into the stock market. So she gets her credit and she flips it in the stock market. So I do it in the Forex market. The stock market, not so much the stock market, because to me, stock market is a holding situation. So I do have money in the stock market, but this is like, it's a savings account. It's a high yield savings account. Okay? If you have a savings account, take that money out of that savings account and put it in the stock market. One, it's going to help you continue to save, because you know you be low on some money and you be like, let me go get this out of my savings account, and then you move it and then you be wondering why your savings account not growing. Right? Put some money in the stock market. I do not recommend Robinhood. Leave them people alone. Any other broker, fine. Put some money in the stock market. Leave that money. Continue to add to it. Okay? At the end of the year, that account will be, I guarantee you, would have grown 30%. And your regular savings account, some people ain't even getting 1%. You just put money in a savings account just to sit it there. Stock market, at least 30% by the end of the year. Y'all see how the gas prices constantly rise starting the summertime? Y'all see how prices, as far as like shopping and all that stuff starts to rise? That's based on, the same thing happens in the stock market. Because in the stock market, it's based on consumer spending. That's something that you'll learn from the news. There's a news, I don't know why the word has slipped my mind, right? So there's news event. There's a news event based on consumer price index. Okay? The consumer price index is based on how much consumers are spending. Non-farm payroll is another news event. It's based on the unemployment market. Everything in the stock market is based on what we're doing. And also what, no, Aish, you cannot join my live, but thanks for asking. You got questions, go ahead and DM me or put them right here on the live. Just put it in the chat. But it's based on what we're doing and then what our president says. Do it in the futures market. We have a $100 growth challenge coming up. So if you want to learn how to day trade, you want to follow some signals, you want to grow $100 to $1,000 in a month, go ahead and click the link in my bio. Go to that Wealth Empress Inner Circle. It's only $47 a month. And we'll be shooting out signals starting Monday evening to grow that money. You see this screen on the back? That's $400 to $3,000 in a day. We do this 10 times over. It's just looking for the right entries and exits. I like to say that I certified in sniper. Okay. That was another thing that I had to learn. So when I tell you, if I feel defeated by something, I have to conquer it. I have to conquer it. I felt defeated by the news. I had to conquer it. Conquer it. I had to learn it. At first, I felt defeated by my injuries. I hated seeing red, right? I joined so many groups, and there's a 50 pip stop loss, 100 pip stop loss, and I was like, no, this can't be right. Baby, I hate withdrawal. If we in withdrawal, more than likely the trade is going to stop loss. Stop loss happens. That's why we do risk management, okay? But 9 times out of 10, we're going to get in that market and our trade is going to shoot to where we need it to go. Because entries and exits are everything. What time frame do I trade on? So actually, I trade on all time frames. My entries are on the 1 minute, the 5 minute, 10 minute, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. But I look at the monthly, I look at the daily, I look at the 4 hour, I look at the 2 hour, I look at the 1 hour. I look to see what they're all doing to get my bias. So I don't just trade on one time frame. We have to trade on all of them because the market tells a story. Candlesticks tell a story. And we have to see what the story is telling us, okay? So you have to know where the market has been to know where it's going. 3 minute is the best time frame entry. I love the 3 minute too, but 1 minute got me in a choke code. 1 minute has me in the choke code. But I go back and forth because, like I said, candlesticks tell a story. So if I enter the chart on the 1 minute, then I'm going to the 3 minute, waiting on that 3 minute candle to close to see how it's reacting in 3 minute. Then when the 3 minute candle closes, I'm going to the 5 minute because all of these candles is one candle inside of the other, right? How long have I been trading? I've been trading for 4 years. I've been trading for 4 years and am profitable because I invested into a mentor to shorten my learning curve. You don't look at the weekly, monthly, or daily, 2 hours and down. That's good for you, but guess what? I do. Is that my girl? Wealth building? I'm trying to see. But yeah, I look at the monthly, weekly, daily, 2 hour, 4 hour, 1 minute, 15 minute, 5 minute. Sure do. I love them. I literally caught this Nas trade because I looked at the monthly and it reacted from a zone on my monthly. The higher the time frame, the higher the rejection or the higher the consolidation. This your TikTok shop? I just got welcomed into the TikTok shop and I'm debating on if I want to do it. I'm like, I don't know how it's going to be with my day trading stuff and then trying to sell So I'm like, I don't know. Thanks for the follow, Kay. But yeah, I look at all time frames. I do trade on live. I come on here Asia or New York session. It just depends on what's going on in the day. I can't sell day trading related stuff. Yeah, so that's why I was like, I got invited to it, and that wasn't really the goal. My goal was just to build my platform, and when I got invited, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. A hoodie, maybe? That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. And I also am in the works of a day trading journal and a workbook, and then I have an ebook. So that's a good idea. Let me write it down. So then I'll leave those people's stuff alone. I won't do it. Hey Nikki, thanks for joining the live. How you doing today? I'm over here trying to get my email automation set up. Creating my website, I felt like was the easiest thing ever. Setting up these emails. I've been doing this for 3 days. I should have been done. When course, you try futures. I trade futures too. So on futures market, I trade NAS, SPX, and US30. I don't trade like currencies on the futures market because you can only trade like just the pound. But what I do with the futures market, so you know how pairs correlate, and some people look at GU and DXY to see what's going on. So here's a tip. You can look at GU, you can look at GBP futures, and you can look at DXY. You can look at all three of those to come up for your bias for GU. Because, of course, if GBP on futures is doing one thing, the DXY is doing another thing, and there's your bias for GU. This week, last few weeks. Yes, email marketing. Girl, my head hurt. And literally ChatGPT came up with my emails. I'm just tweaking it. But like, I want it to be cute. So I'm doing the visual editor and I'm adding in my logo and all this other type of stuff. That takes time. And then make sure I got my emojis and all that stuff. And I'm just like, and then making sure that the links are right, because I did a whole one, right? Like 15 emails, and I accidentally linked the thank you page versus sending them to the page to buy. I had to redo all of that. I'm at the point to where I'm like, I think I'm just about to pay a virtual assistant so that they can get this done real quick. But we'll see. If I don't get it done tonight, then I'm definitely going to pay a virtual assistant to go in there and fix all of this. Hey, Poppy. Hey, Priscilla. Did I miss your question? Is it hard? Is what hard? Hair sales by Nay. Is day trading hard? New York session been Chop City. What do you trade? K Stafford, you said New York session been Chop City. So if you was trying to trade today and it was Chop City today, that's because it was a bank holiday. Stay out the market when it's a holiday. Stay out of the market, because bankers move the market. If the bank ain't open, it's not doing anything. Is day trading hard? Day trading is hard if you're trying to learn it by yourself. Let me tell y'all something. All these people saying, oh, just go to YouTube and type in day trading. Oh, just go to ChatGPT and type in this. How can you ask a question that you don't know? How? Tell me. How you going to get an answer to something that you don't know? You can plug a chart in a ChatGPT and then ChatGPT read it back to you, and then it's like speaking a foreign language. I don't know what you're talking about. What's my strategy? ICT concepts with CRT. So I say always invest in a mentor to shorten your learning curve. And actually, I'm going to tell you this. Day trading isn't hard. It's just reading and learning how to read a chart. The hard part is learning yourself. Are you greedy? And I say, are you greedy? Because when we do this $100 flip challenge, right? And you're up $50, don't try to hold it to get to $1,000. That's greedy. $50 is 50% gain on a $100 account. $100 to $100, that's 100% gain. You're not getting that nowhere else. You're not getting that nowhere else. Don't try to sit here and take that $100 to $1,000 in a day. This is why I said this is going to be a month challenge. We're going to take that $100 to $1,000 in a month. We're going to do it. I've done it 10 times over. Do I have a trading group? Yes, I do. Go ahead and click the link in my bio and join the Wealth Empress Circle. Wealth Empress Inner Circle. And then once you get in there, I have a space to where you can sign up for the brokers, CoinEx. Click that link, deposit your $100. Be ready. Monday evening, we're going to mark up these charts and we're going to look for trades. Now, if you have a job, please, please, please turn on your alerts so that you can hear when I'm dropping a signal, okay? And you don't have to turn on the alerts for like everything. It's in Discord, and if you need help when you get into Discord, just send me a message. But you can actually silence all the other groups so when people are talking that you don't get those messages, and just turn on the alerts just for the signals group so that you're only getting alerted when a signal is going out, because these entries are imperative. I am a sniper, so a lot of the times when we get into the trade, it's moving up instantly. It's moving up instantly, and you don't want to get in at a bad place, right? But I normally 50% of the trades I'm doing market orders. Okay, so we're waiting on the market to come to us versus just a buy now. So 50% of the time we're doing a market order, and that's gonna be fine. Hey babe. People will jump on $20 in the street but debate taking the $50 profit in the trade. Oh, thank you. You guys, my baby brought me some flowers because he loves me. You put it in the water. Downstairs. Thank you. Hi, they're not for you. I know, because I keep stealing yours. Thank you. People will jump on $20 in the street but debate taking the $50. And you're absolutely right. And that's what I did at the beginning. And that's why a lot of people think that trading is hard, right? Because you see that everybody making $10,000, $15,000, but you're not excited about that 50. You got to be excited about the little profits before we can get into the big profits. Y'all, what are you chewing? I'm sorry, y'all, I got a dog. Come here. Sienna, take her out to the bathroom. I got a dog and kids, so this is your first time getting some random interruptions, but when you join the community and we get on these Zoom calls, there will be some random interruptions. Because baby, it's real life over here. Unfortunately, I don't trade options, but I do want to get into the option space just because I want money hand over foot. That's greed. Greed! Options is literally the same thing, right? A chart is a chart. The lingo is just different, just like with futures. That's why I trade futures and forex. A chart is a chart. It's just different lingo. So with futures, you have contracts instead of lot sizes. With options, you have calls and puts instead of buy and sell, right? Sorry, I just went to the link, but there's a lot of different categories to choose. Yep, just scroll down until you see, hold on, I can tell you which one it is. It says Wealth Empress Inner Circle. So the first one is the free funding ebook. The second one is the day trading breakthrough ebook. The third one is the Wealth Empress Inner Circle. It's $47. And then once you click it, it should take you right to the Discord. I do well in options. I'm going to do options, and then we're going to have an options, forex, and futures group. But I have to, one thing at a time. Like I said, literally, it's just learning the lingo and then finding a broker. That's all it is. The chart is the chart. I'm making sense. Oh, thanks. Market structure don't lie, and that's exactly market structure and price action. Y'all don't listen to all this other stuff, all this other fluff. If you can learn where to get in on market structure, and I'm gonna tell you the easiest thing, right, with market structure. Of course, you got when price is going up, it's making higher highs and higher lows. You always want to get in on a higher low. The secret is finding a fair value gap, an order block, a breaker block, or an inversion fair value gap on that higher low to take it up to the higher high. What's my favorite pair? Nas all day long. I love quick money. I do trade currency pairs. Currency pairs. I'm not a swing trader. It's going to either be intraday or a scalp. Nas is normally scalps. I'm looking for like 100 points. But on those big news days, baby, we going to get that 500 points. And then currency pairs, Nas is definitely all you need. Listen, we working on greed because I trade everything. I trade everything. Currency pairs, my favorite in currency pairs are JPY pairs. I love gold. Gold took me a long time to get used to because those wicks on gold and JPY pairs, I used to hate GJ. But GJ is like the indices of currency pairs because you can get 100 pips in 2 to 3 days on GJ. 100 points on Nas, you can get in an hour or two. Not even an hour, really, depending on how the market's moving. You can get it in 30, 15 minutes. You're in 8 years. That's what's up, Traderholics. 8 years. I wish. Listen, I'm in year 4. I wish 8 years, but you know what? Where I'm gonna be in the next 3 years, because I already know you're there. I'm just keep pushing. God is so predictable. Oh, gold is so predictable. You think so? So currently, gold is definitely in its buy phase. That's another thing that they say to buy and hold, right? So buy and hold stocks, and then invest in gold because gold is just going up too. And a lot with the JPY pairs because the yen is so bad, right? On some of these pairs, you really just want to look for buys, right? The yen is so bad. You look at a yen chart, it's just going straight down. Them poor people. That's why people moving across the seas to Asia because our money over there is like quadrupled, 10x, right? $100 here, I think it's like 2,000 over there. That's why people moving over there because they taking that USD money to the yen. You know what I'm saying? That's where ultimately I just want to go and just travel over there for like 6 months. I had ChatGPT create me a traveling list, and I'm gonna go. After the summertime, my kids are homeschooled, so my plan is after the summertime. Hey, thanks for the follow. You're in need of a solid broker. Crystal, let me tell you something. I'm unregulated over here because I like 500. I love 500 leverage. I even have one that has 1,000 leverage. I'm not giving y'all that though, because you're gonna blow your account so fast you can be like, that girl Sierra told me. Listen, but unregulated wise, I have CoinEx. On the regulated side, just go to TradingView and click Trading Panel, and they'll show you all the regulated brokers, Forex.com. But some of those regulated brokers you can't trade indices, right? Now you can go over to futures, which I said is chart. A chart is a chart. A chart is a chart. You can go over to futures, and then you can trade indices on the regulated side with like TradingView and I don't know what the other ones are. But go to TradingView, click Trading Panel, and then they'll show you all the regulated brokers down there. Wait, I'm trying to, what is the name of your broker and do I use signals? The name of my broker is CoinEx, and yes, I do have signals. Click the link in my bio. Go third down. It's called Wealth Empress Inner Circle. It's $47 a month. And then once you join the Inner Circle, I have a area to where it says broker, and then just click that link, deposit that $100, and then next week we're gonna grow that money, baby. Yep, CoinEx. It's EXX. I've been with them for like all the time that I've been trading. I was with KOT for a little while, and I was bouncing back between KOT and CoinEx, and then everybody got off of MetaTrader, and they went to their own platform, and all their platforms was glitching, and I was like, heck no. Heck no. NinjaTrader owns Tradeovate. NinjaTrader owns Tradeovate. The only thing is I like to trade on TradingView. I'm not sure if you can log into NinjaTrader on TradingView. Hold on, we can bring it up right now. But I don't like call me a creature of habit because most of us are. I like for my charts to look a certain way. And TradingView is so simple. I also have a TradingView class inside of my course. My course is not live yet. It will be live on May the 5th, but it is on pre-sale. Let's see. So they have TradeStation, Tradeovate, AMP, Moomoo, Forex.com, Tasty Trade. Tasty Trade I know is more on the stock side. Webull is more on the stock side too. Oanda is Forex. Tasty FX. Trade Zero. Now I'm not sure what Webull Pay is. Okay, yeah. So NinjaTrader is on here. NinjaTrader plus 500. A lot of these are regulated brokers. But the only reason why I don't do regulated is because of leverage. I need that 500 so that I can, 100x my accounts. That 1 to 100, 1 to 50, and I don't want it. How much am I trading? I'm currently doing small flips on a week to week basis because I live off of trading. Recently just went full-time into trading, and I had a prop firm account, and I really didn't like it, so I got off of the prop firm accounts. So currently I'm fixing my credit. Give me 2 months and baby, I will have a 100K account. That's what the funding program is about. If you need more capital to fund, hit up my website and join the credit funding program. If we have to fix your credit, that's fine. We can do that in the program. If you just want your credit fixed, then sign up for the credit enhancement program. I do offer payment plans on everything that I sell. We offer payment plans. How much would you need to start? $100. $100. Well, really $147. It's $47 to join the community, $100 to put into your account. You can with futures though. I was looking into Tradevate to link with TradingView. Do you know how much the micro contracts? Okay. Micro is 10, mini is 5. Micro is $10, mini is $5. Yep, I'm in the US. Where you at, Tradeaholics? XNES. Oh, you know what? I used to be with XNES and I can't remember. My only thing with certain brokers is, y'all, I need my money. I don't want to have to wait 3 to 4, 5, 6 days. Like, literally with CoinEx, I trade, I get done trading, 30 minutes to an hour, 3 hours max, I have my deposit. That's my only thing with some of these brokers. I don't want to wait. That's why I started day trading. I don't want to wait for a paycheck. I don't want to wait. Give me my money now. What do they say? Just give me my money. Just give me my money. People should do it for free. Listen, let me tell you something about free. People don't value free. I do come on TikTok though. I come on TikTok every day and we go over charts, and I do teach for free on TikTok. But a lot of people that I notice, because it's free and I'm on TikTok, their attention span isn't there. So they're in for a few minutes and then they're scrolling past trying to see the next thing that's going to catch their attention. But do I teach for free? Yes, I do. But people don't value free. If people value free, because baby, there's so many things out there for free that you just have to go and do the research on, people would be better off in life, but they don't value free. They don't value free. There's free programs for everything. And a lot of those programs, people don't show up. The library is free. How many times you go into the library to get a book to learn something new? Can we break down the trades or look at? Yeah, come back on Monday and I'm gonna do a chart markup. So I'm on my phone on TikTok and everything else I'm on my desktop. TikTok wouldn't allow me to connect to Streamlabs for some reason so that y'all can see my my chart. So I can't break anything down right now, but come back on Monday. Just go ahead and follow me. And Monday, Asia session starts at 8, but we'll start marking up charts at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll mark up, I'm literally on here marking up my charts, walking through how I mark up my charts for free. And I give out free trades. Like some of my posts, I'm like, buy here, do this, get in. Like, it's there. Yeah, market is closed right now. Market is closed right now, and then there was a holiday today, and then holiday banks are closed on Monday. That's why I said Asia session. Y'all moving so fast. Thank y'all for joining. Tap the screen for me, please. Let's get this pushed out to the For You page, baby. If you are new here and you don't know who I am Sierra, the Wealth Empress, okay? I am your day trading, funding, and credit strategist coach, okay? Baby, y'all see these people out here saying they're rich off of credit? Let's get this credit, flip it in the market, get these points to travel so that we can travel for free, because I know y'all see people doing that. Okay, let's get these points. Let these banks pay for our hotels. Let these banks pay for our flights. Let these banks give us money back. Like I said, I've invested in learning how to day trade, and then I recently just invested in a mentor learning how the credit space works. Okay, and my mentor is $3 million funded in credit. The banks basically pay for him to live. The banks pay for him to live. They pay for his flights. They pay for his food. He's getting that interest and that money back So you know how a lot of times you use your cards throughout the year, and then at the end of the year they reward you. Basically, most of the money that he spent, he's getting it back. Like, this is what we want the bank to pay for our life. We don't want to have to go to a job and take away the time from our families. Like, that's old. That's old. Who came up with that? Who came up with we got to go to somebody else's job and work for them for 40 hours to barely live, and then the 40-hour work that we putting in, they making millions off of our time, and then they just out here in the streets having fun? Who came up with that? That was trash. Who came up with that? Whoever came up with that, they didn't care anything about you or me. That's old. That's old. We done with that. It's played out. I want my time freedom. I want to be able to be at home with my children. You know, they go to school 8 hours a day. Well, my children are not homeschooled, but there's another thing. They put the kids in the school for 8 hours so that you can go to work for 8 hours and not complain about childcare. And then what are they teaching them at the schools? Nothing. Tell me something besides math and reading that you remember from school. Do you remember the Pythagorean theorem? Do you remember that? A lot of people can't even structure a paragraph properly, let alone a sentence, let alone how to use adverbs and nouns the correct way. Exactly. It's so much stuff that they just set you down in this classroom because they needed you to be there, because they needed your parents to be at work. And they needed your parents not to complain about it, right? Because their kids are taken care of. But are your kids really being taken care of when they're in an environment to where they're getting bullied and children are killing themselves more and more each day because of their mental health? And we can't even attend to our children's mental health because our mental health is jacked up because we don't like these people we work with. But we forced to do it. I had some jobs, y'all. I had to leave because I was like, you my manager? What? You have no people skills at all. Monthly course is not how you get rich. Understand it, then you just invest. So Steven, we've already talked about this, baby. We've already talked about this. A monthly course is an investment into yourself to shorten your learning curve. Can you go out here on YouTube and Google and search? Yes, you can, but you can't Google and search what you don't know to ask. You can't ask ChatGPT something that you've never been introduced to. ChatGPT, you can go and say, how do I day trade? And it's going to give you the most generic explanation in the world. And then you're going to read it and feel like you're reading a foreign language because what are you talking about? Yeah, Traderholics, hit me up. Once you understand it is why you keep paying for a course. Well, that's the thing about this course. This is, of course, everything that you need. Everything that you need so that you don't have to pay anybody else. And then most courses, you don't even have access to the person that created the course. You will have access to me to be able to ask whatever questions you need to ask. When I tell you, we're going to guarantee that you're going to be making some money in these markets. I've had some mentors to where I bought courses to where I was like, I don't even understand what they're talking about. And then who do I go to ask? Nobody, because I can't access the person because the person's too big to talk to me. They're going about their life. They just made some quick money on a course. That's not what you're going to get here. You're going to get family. You're going to get fellowship. This is why when you get the course, you're going to be entered into the inner circle. Then we're going to have monthly Zooms. Come to those monthly Zooms with your questions. When you're going over the course and you don't understand something, this is why you need a trading journal. Get your journal, write down your questions, bring your questions, okay? And we're going to go through it. We're going to walk it down, and we're going to make it as simple as it's going to be. But I am believing that my course is going to be so simple that you're not even going to have any questions. You're going to be like, girl, you taught that. Flat face puck, 80K and JEPQ. What's JEPQ, boo? What strategy I use? I use ICT concepts. Live restricted for some audience. Your life contains things that some may find uncomfortable. Be uncomfortable, baby. You come great in uncomfortableness. I'm sorry, y'all. I was reading a tag from on what is this, TikTok? Hey, y'all, do me a favor, like the screen. Let's get this pushed out some more. Um, uh, that threw me off. So what strategy I use? I use ICT concepts with CRT concepts, and I show you how to combine fundamentals with technicals. I do futures and forex. So at the end of the day, a chart is a chart. I don't care what I'm drawing a blank. I don't care what it's called. I don't care if it's called options. I don't care if it's called futures. I don't care if it's called forex. Them candlesticks are them candlesticks. Learn how to read them candlesticks. Learn how to read that chart, and you can profit in any market. Stock, ETF, dividends. Now, listen, I'm learning dividends. Stocks is the same though. Market is a market, right? So you're just looking on the stock market to figure out where to get in at, which is stock options is just the day trading portion of stocks, but stocks is buying and hold. Dividends, I follow a guy on YouTube, and to be honest, y'all, I cannot tell y'all his name off the top of my head, but he gives you some good dividend plays. I don't teach dividends, but dividends, is just buying into a company and then they're paying you some of their profit. You don't understand book forex? Well, come on and join the inner circle, boo. It's $47 a month. Join the inner circle, and I'll help you earn while you learn. And then if you want more learning, then join the course. And then when you're in the course, I will walk you through it. And then if you feel like you just don't want to do it by yourself and you want me to hold your hand, I got you with the 60-day mentorship, baby. You will get your own private weekly Zoom where you don't have to share questions with anybody. You don't have to you don't have to, do what we're doing in here where people asking questions and I'm answering everybody's questions, and then maybe your question might get missed. We're going to try our best because see, what I do on Zoom is we have a question section so that I'm not looking through the comments and then I can just look at the questions. But with the mentorship program, it's 60 days. You'll have weekly calls plus access to the community, plus another monthly call, with the community. And that way you can really get that hands-on one-on-one. The Discord is under the Wealth Empress Inner Circle in the bio, Tradeaholics. Yeah. What fundamentals do I teach? So I'm going to teach you how to read Forex Factory and all of those news events, whether it's red or yellow. I'm going to teach you about Triple Witching Day. I'm going to teach you about how stock option contracts expire, right? All of this affects the market, plus more. See, a lot of people just want to talk about Forex Factory, and then they don't tell you how to read the numbers to predict what's going to happen. Baby, I'm going to show you how to read those numbers. We're going to wait on the numbers, right? We're not going to enter a trade before news. We're going to wait for those numbers to come out because those numbers are important. That's why they have them there. And then we're going to set up our bias on our trade, okay? But 9 times out of 10, when you trade in news, let me tell you, easy thing. Wait on news to come. Wait on that spike. That spike took out liquidity. It took out all of those people that traded that market. 9 times out of 10, price is going to reverse. You don't want to be in that spike. That spike was just a liquidity run. You want to be in the reversal. Let price reverse, let it come down, give you your entry. What's your entry? Is it a fair value gap? Is it an order block? Is it an inversion fair value gap? Is it a breaker block? You can look them up all you want to, but I bet you your entry still ain't going to be as good as mine. That's why you need my course. Is this your month's P&L? I think that's what you said, baby. That's a day. We flip around here. That's why I can't do prop firms. I got to flip. They want to limit you to 50%. $400 to $3,000 in a day is 10 times. Let's see. It's not 100% because 100% would be 800. So I say it's 500%, and they want to limit you on 50. No, I need 100% gains every day. You would be selling courses if you were that good. Baby, let me tell you something. We already talked about that. People don't value free, but at the end of the day, I just gave you some free game. Didn't I just tell you what to do with news? And then I come on here and I mark up my charts and I give out free plays online. So come on back on Monday, OB, and get in the trade. How about that? I sell a course because people value what they pay for. Okay? But at the end of the day, you can come and get free. Go ahead and follow my page and click the notifications and follow, and it'll notify you. I don't know if it has a notification bell like YouTube. I think it does. Instagram has notifications, but I'm not sure about TikTok. But it'll notify you when I'm live, and then we can come and chop it up on these charts. But the only thing about trading and entering trades on TikTok and entering trades on YouTube is delayed. And in the market, you don't want to be delayed. Thank you, Tradeaholics. He's been in the game for 8, or she. I'm sorry, we have not established what you are. But they've been in the game for 8 years. Hey, what you doing? Skinner, did you take Kai out to the bathroom? I will let y'all see my dog, but just follow me. Thank you for following me. What do I trade? I trade in the Forex and the futures market. I trade in the Forex futures market. Give me by summertime and baby, we'll have options down, because a chart is a chart. It's just learning the lingo and finding a broker. I just haven't taken the time yet to fully understand the lingo and to find a broker. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all for all the questions. If y'all could like the screen, I would appreciate y'all even more. Do I use level 2 data? I'm not sure what you mean about level 2 data. Are you even sure if you know what level 2 data is? Let's see. LOL, okay. You use Tradeovate Live yet? Yep, I use Tradeovate to trade futures. I love Tradeovate because I can connect it to TradingView. Yep, so I have 2 brokers. I have Tradeovate and CoinEx. And then y'all, even on TradingView, if you want to do a demo account, you can open a paper trade account on TradingView. You just click that trading panel, and then you can go through these Doge trades with me and demo first. No, Obi, is reading tape that's something that I need to learn? Because if it is, baby, I'm going to learn it. Let's see. ChatGPT says level 2 market data, also called market depth, shows you the real-time order book, aka the buyers and sellers waiting to buy. So that's just volume. Yes, I trade volume. Price buyers are willing to pay, number of contracts. Why does level 2 matter in day trading? It helps you spot where liquidity is. I can already spot liquidity on the chart. I don't need that. It shows you on the chart. Reveals big players trying to hide size. You know when the banks come in the market by certain candlesticks. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. See, you one of those people who know too much but don't know nothing at all. I can't teach you nothing. You can exit my life because you know everything. Lets you see momentum shifts in real time, helps you tape reading and scalping strategies. Baby, you can come back on Tuesday and I will read this market for you down, candlestick by candlestick, without this level 2. I don't do divergence. But baby, you can come back. Matter of fact, I have a video somewhere and I will edit it and I will post it for you tonight where I'm on the minute chart showing you what the market's going to do. All you need is price action. That's all you need. And then it's telling you example in action. If you're trading NAS 100 and you see a big wall of sellers at a CRT level or a psychological zone, it might tell you resistance is there. I don't trade resistance. Resistance is liquidity. Support is liquidity. We're reading these candles because these candles gonna tell you everything. We're going from the 1 minute. We're waiting on the 1 minute candle to close. Then we're gonna go to the 3 minute, and we're gonna wait on that 3 minute candle to close, because 3 1 minute candles is 1 3 minute candle, right? Whatever's happening within that candle is shaping what's happening in 3 minute. And then we're gonna go from the 3 minute to the 5 minute. Then we're gonna go from the 5 minute to the 15 minute. Then we're gonna go from the 15 minute to the 30 and to the hour. And then we want to see how that hourly candle closes from our entry. Yeah, I love Nas. I not say only. I use all time frames just because when you get to like those monthly areas, price can consolidate there a little bit longer, or it's gonna reject a lot easier. When I get to those monthly areas, baby, I'm loading up. I'm loading up. I'm loading up, especially if price is showing me what I needed to. Everybody in the industry be capping, baby. I got withdrawals. I can show you. I'll post it. Straight to the bank account. Ain't no cap around here, baby. I'm only teaching because I was told that I was selfish. That's the only reason why I started teaching. They say when you learn a skill, you share it with other people so that they also can grow in life. If you're ready to grow in life, come join me. If you don't, you can exit the live, baby. I don't have to convince you. I don't want to convince you. I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to take your money. I only charge because I was taught that people don't value free. But like I said, I do teach for free also. I just taught you some stuff right here on the live. And I come back every day, Monday through Friday, and I mark these charts up live. I get on trades on live. The only thing about it is they're delayed, so your entry might not be as good as mine. Wait a minute, y'all going too fast. I keep saying the same thing, but I'm told I'm wrong about support, resistance, and liquidity. Yeah, support and resistance, when I first started trading, support and resistance, is what a lot of people talk about. And then I learned about ICT and fair value gaps and order blocks. That's real support and resistance. Support and resistance is liquidity. That's why your stop loss keep getting hit. Because everybody's like, oh, you see how this is equal? You see how these sit right here together? This is support, and this is resistance. Support is your floor, and resistance is your ceiling. You got these candles that sit right next to each other. You're going to mark that line right there. When it comes back here, then you're going to get drawn out. No. If those wicks are equal, that's liquidity. They're coming for your entrance. They're going to take your entrance out. They're going to take your entrance out, hit your stop loss, and then they're going to go in the same direction that you was trying to trade in the first place. Entries matter. Entries matter and exits matter. That's why I normally do limits. I can read the market so good that I know where it's coming to reverse. I go check the page. I know where it's coming to reverse. How you trade an MT4 if I'm in America? Baby, because God got me. Nah, I'm on CoinEx, but God do got me. No need 1 minute. Everyone is, I'm trying to read, y'all. MT4 is not allowed in America. See, you got to know some people to know some people. I'm connected, baby. But I'm on MT5. It wasn't allowed in America. That's why a lot of those platforms went on to creating their own platform. So I used to do KOT with MT4 and 5, and then they did Trade Locker, and then it was doing all that glitching, and then I went over to Sway, and it was doing all that glitching. Like, I ain't got time for that. I need to be watching my money. I need to see what's going on. I need to know that my orders are going to get hit, not that, oh, your system is going to glitch and then it's not going to take my order. I need to make sure that my take profit is going to hit, right? Or not that you're going to manipulate the market and do a spread and then I don't even get taken out and then the price just gets reversed. That's trash. But I use CoinEx. I'm trying to catch up, y'all. It's COINEXX. If you join the community, the link is in the bio. It's $47. We're starting a $100 account flip, and I will show you just how much this ain't no cap. Let's see. What's $100? You spend that on food. It's $147 technically because it's a $47 investment. But put that $100 in your account and let me show you it ain't no cap. It's not how it goes. You're getting scammed by your own broker. That's not how what goes, boo. I'm confused. Americans MT5 trader. Boo, let me tell you something. You can go to Discord right now and just type in CoinEx. And then you can ask them, do they allow Americans to trade? What they tell you is when you sign up, don't put America. You just put other. Okay? There's ways around everything. But if your mind is so blocked because you think you know everything, you won't find the way around it. There's ways around everything because everything is a system. But in a system, there are faults. Okay? In the system, there are failures. In the system, there's gaps in everything. I don't care what you're doing in life. That's how some people make it $1 million and still getting food stamps, baby, because they know the gaps. Or they know somebody. You got to know somebody. People just hate to hate. Don't let these fools. Yeah, I ain't worried about them. Sometimes you just got to prove them wrong by telling them what you know. You know what I'm saying? What are we growing to? We're going to take that $100 to $1,000 in a month. I am not trading a regulated broker. Only reason why I don't do regulated brokers is because I'm greedy. I need 500 leverage. That 50 leverage, that 100 leverage is trash. I'm a demo trader. Boo, I can show you withdrawals and deposits. I withdraw through Bitcoin. It deposits into my Bitcoin, and then I sell my Bitcoin and put it into my account. Yeah, but I'm a demo trader all day long. Yet again, if you believe I'm a demo trader, like I said, come back on Tuesday and we'll be live trading here 9 a.m. How much leverage? Leverage, I use 500. I even have a broker that has 1,000 leverage, but I'm not going to give y'all that broker. I hate when everyone think everything is a scam. Yeah, you know, people that think everything is a scam, they don't grow in life. And they wonder why they're always hating on their friends, because their friends believe. See, with anything in life, you have to believe, right? If you believe in God, he's not here physically. He's in the spiritual realm. Faith is evidence of things hoped for, but things is not seen. It's not here just yet. But when you have faith, eventually God proves himself to you. Just like when you have faith and you start following somebody, eventually they prove themselves to you. Your brokers don't care about if you're winning or losing. No, brokers don't care because they're going to make their money either way. They take your money, show some withdrawals. If I could figure out how to show some withdrawals on here, I would. But I do have withdrawals on my page. That's a dumb amount of trades. It is. I stack trades. And I think I have pictures of my entries for this one on my page too. So it's all about knowing where to get in. That's another reason why I don't like prop firms, because I can't stack my trades. All you need is one. You need one good setup. You can 10x on that one good setup. Every time market pull back, get in. That's it. Bro, okay, well, you keep finessing. Baby, I don't finesse. I don't finesse. I'm not even a thief. Let me tell y'all something. I was in high school, and my cousin, he steals, right? And I went to Walmart, and I was like, will you steal this keychain for me? I believe in you reap what you sow. And I didn't even steal the keychain, but because I asked him to, that week, I had the worst week of my life. You reap what you sow. I don't put anything out there that I don't want to get back. This is why I glow. Baby, because all I do is sow good seeds. A U.S. broker should I use because it doesn't work? What is the point of stacking trades, especially at the same entry? This isn't the same entry. So if you look along the side, that's where the entry is. On the left side. On the right side is the exit. That's why they're all 18257. But on the left side is 18695, 18646, 18665, 18548. Those are different entries. It's not the same entry. I start with one entry because at the end of the day, trading is a probability, right? If I stack 8 trades at one entry and then they all hit stop loss, that's horrible risk management, right? You allow the trade to move, you allow the trade to break structure. When price breaks structure, when price runs liquidity, you're going to always get a pullback. When you get that pullback, you get another entry. You allow price to continue to break structure, run liquidity, get another pullback. It's a cycle. The market is a cycle. You're in the US, which broker should I use? Because FBS, I don't know what FBS is, but I use CoinEx. Just put other when they ask you where you live. What time frame do I trade on? Okay, so I do top-down analysis, and most of my entries on the 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. Okay, sometimes it's on the hourly. Like currency pairs, we can get a good entry on the hourly, but like with Nas and stuff, I have to be on the lower time frame. Thanks for following me. You not no trader on MT5 in America. I already just explained that. You can literally go to Discord, type in CoinEx, or matter of fact, go to CoinEx. Their website is coinex.com, and on their website they have like join my Discord, and you can ask them yourself, can I be on your platform in the US? They're gonna tell you yes. They're gonna tell you to click other when you sign up. Don't put America because you'll get denied. Put other. Yep, I trade that much with 500 leverage. She makes me with the broker once you tap in. You're gonna be her cycle. So actually, I just signed up for their affiliate link because why not? So but guess what? That's like 2%. What do I care about your 2%? You ain't gotta go through my link. When I can make 100% plus. You ain't gotta go to my link. You can go right to coinex.com and sign up. Them brokers don't pay these people nothing. It's just like a savings account. It ain't nothing. I've actually, you asked me 6 times. I'm sorry, boo. Hold on, because somebody just typed something else. How do I get your one-on-one coaching, and how much? One-on-one coaching is a 60-day coaching program. It is $17.77. I do have payment plans on everything that I offer. The link is in bio. Just click the link in the bio. With the one-on-one coaching, you're going to get weekly calls for 8 weeks. You're going to get access to the community so that you can have access to the signals so that you can earn while you learn. You're going to have access to the monthly group call, and then you'll have access to me privately. So you will get my number. You'll be able to text me. You'll be able to call me, whatever you need. When you be like, yo, Sierra, I just don't understand this. We'll hop on another Zoom call. I'm cool with doing another Zoom call. I don't have to just be 1 week, because I wish I had that support when I was learning, right? I didn't have nobody to call. And you know what? My last mentor, he was a really good mentor, and I did pay for his one-on-one, but his time management skills was trash. So a lot of those weeks, we didn't even get our calls. It's not what you're going to get over here. That's because they're a scam broker. You just want to say everything is scam. Okay. The leverage and the risk to reward ain't right. See, that's because you don't know what you're doing. You can't do that at a prop firm. You can only make 50% of the day. That's why. Well, so you can think I'm lying all day long. At the end of the day, it's me that reap what I sow. It's not you and what you say that's going to hinder my progress at all. It's me. If I'm sitting here lying to you, that comes back on me, not you. So, reciprocity is a law, and God is real, if you don't know that. They got crypto. Yeah, that's how I deposit. I deposit through Bitcoin, and I do my withdrawals through Bitcoin. Wait a minute. I'm missing stuff. Okay, they got crypto. Nice work, sis. Thanks. brokers, the only thing that pay is affiliate. They don't, y'all can go to those brokers and sign up to be affiliate, and you can see that they pay less than 10%. Like, I make 100% in a day plus. So I can see a trade on the 1 hour, then go to the 5 minute to stack entries. I stack my entries on the 1 minute. Yep. Look for it to break that structure. Look for that liquidity to get ran, and then look for it to come back to your entry. Whatever you use for what they say POI, point of interest, whatever you use, look for your confirmations on your POI and stack those entries. What kind of platform? This is CoinEx. That's how traders make money. Maybe that's how you make money. Like I said, you don't have to go through my link. It's just an extra, benefit. But that little bit of commission that you make off of that, it ain't nothing. Would you haters exit the live? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna stop entertaining the haters. What other questions? The people that really want to learn, I got you. From one trader to another. God bless you. God bless you, Rocky. God is good. Y'all, at the end of the day, just ask and seek God, right? The word says if you ask him for wisdom, he will give it to you. Okay? Ask him for wisdom on who you should be investing to help shorten your learning curve. Ask him for wisdom on how you're going to get through your day. Ask him for wisdom to give you the time management that you need so that you can study and put in the time on these charts, because at the end of the day, it's about putting in the work. You're not going to get the results if you don't put in the work. Asia session is slow. How you pushing AU? You know what? I like Asia session. I like all sessions. I love London session. I just don't like getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But what I learned recently, because, our president is Mr. Chatty Cathy, Mr. Cathy Chatty, whatever. You know how you get those big pushes during the daytime when he's speaking? 9 times out of 10, Asia is going to reverse. And Asia's going to give you your 50 to 100 points on NAS. Now, excuse me. Now, AU, all pairs are just slow in general. I don't care what session you traded in. They're slow in general. I try to stay away from all the NZD because I don't want to be a swing trader. I'm an intraday trader. Now, if they have news, because like I said, I love news. If I see some odd news or some NZD news, I'm going right to that chart and I'm going to look for a trade on that chart. Yup. I love news because I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait 12 hours. Let's see. Prop firm traders would never understand, right? You can only make a 50% in a day, and you so-called got a 150K account, but really you can't lose more than $3,000 because it's really only a $3,000 account. But I digress. Sheesh, y'all, I can't keep up. If I missed y'all thing, just redo it. Is this day trading I want to learn? Yep, it's day trading, the Forex and futures market. Click the link in my bio. I offer one-on-one mentorship programs. I offer the community where you can just come into the community, and I do monthly Zooms with the community. And so you can learn through the monthly Zooms and take the signals. I also have a course. It is on pre-sale, okay? It does not go live until May 5th. I am what they call a perfectionist. And I took the time to do my outline to make sure that literally everything that I bought so many courses, y'all. I've invested so much into learning how to trade. And literally I had to go from this person to this person to this person to this person to put all these pieces together, right? So ICT doesn't teach you anything about news, right? A lot of these traders don't teach you anything about news. They're just like, oh, stay away from the news. Stay away from the news. I had to learn the news because the news gives you those good points. So I had to go to somebody else who knew about fundamentals. But that fundamental trader doesn't do technicals, right? So I took all this stuff and I pieced it together. ICT does teach you about news. ICT does not. Let me guess, support resistance. Heck no, we don't do no support resistance around here. That's liquidity, baby. I will never be liquidity. I'm a position trader. I'm in trades for 8 weeks and months. Ooh, God bless you, Retro. 8 weeks and months. 8 weeks and months is crazy. My broker for MT5 is CoinEx. When they ask you where you are, if you're in the United States, just put other. Yep, that's a screenshot because the market is closed. I have a video of this same trade on there. I have a video of me closing my trades, and I have video of withdrawals because baby withdrawals are getting happen and deposit into that account, okay? Yeah, so if you really want to learn the charts and you really want to learn price action, come on and join us. I got you. And if you don't want to pay, if you're skeptical, just come and join me on these lives. During the week when the market is open, like I said, I go over the charts. I show you what to look for on the charts. The only thing about doing it on TikTok and YouTube Live is delayed. It's delayed, but I do entries and everything. I buy positions and everything on live. You use. Hey D, I see you on YouTube. I'm sorry, I had the screen blocked off because I was looking up. Somebody said something about in depth something, I don't know. Thanks for the follow. I use fair value gaps, inversion fair value gaps, order blocks, breaker blocks for my entries. And order blocks and breaker blocks, they run hand in hand. This pair is not. And order blocks and breaker blocks, they run hand in hand. This pair is Nas. You're slow. We're all slow at it when we're first learning, right? So we're not going to say we're learning, right? So we're not going to say we're slow. We're just learning. We're just learning. Options, I don't do options yet, but a chart is a chart, right? So if you know the options lingo, you can come. I don't do options yet, but a chart is a chart, right? So if you know the options lingo, you can come and learn how to read the chart and then you execute. We will be getting into options, I'll say late summer. I just got to learn the lingo because I know calls and puts is different from buys and sells. Like lot sizes on Forex is different than contracts on futures, right? I've learned Forex and I've learned futures. I have to learn the lingo on options, but the chart is a chart. Just different brokers. Just foreign to you if you want to learn. You'll fly to them. You will fly to somebody to teach them how to learn. God bless you. I'm not flying nowhere, baby. I love my house. If it ain't for a conference, ain't doing it. Those haters blowing you, I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, but I'm not worried about it. Never changes news or not. What? What never changes news or not? So you have a good evening, Eway. I'll see you later. With options, you have to pay attention to Greeks as well. Okay, thank you. I'll learn that. See, that's another thing, I've learned about, how the options contracts close on second Friday, then third Friday. You also have something else. All of this affects whether I'm trading options or not because it attracts the markets. CFDs for Forex pairs, lot sizes. Gold. I trade gold, but mainly every day I'm looking at Nas for scalp pairs. Gold would be an intraday trade. GU, AU, all that stuff would be intraday trading. But mainly when I'm looking at currency pairs, it's going to be a JPY pair or gold.